Hello, hello, beautiful person watching this. I'm so happy that you're here. Welcome back to another Slay the Spire Ascension 20 Silent Run. On this channel, I have my recorder wins with some commentary and general discussion about this beautiful game that we play. Having a look. So if I want to take a 3 elite path, I'd have to take the elite without any campfire beforehand, which I am not a big fan of. I marked that I could go that way, but that's very scary. And I was feeling frosty today. The other rewards also sucked. I think on average, I would prefer random rare over boss swap. At least I don't lose my bag of prep if the bad result is bad, right? So we do take the random rare there and we get unload, which is pretty cool. 14 damage for 1 energy is a lot, and it helps a lot in Act 1, but of course the discard your whole non-attack hand thing is pretty bad. And in this case, when you have the Ascender's Bane in your deck, discarding the Ascender's Bane with it is a bit of a bummer, to be sure, but that's alright. Still have yet to take damage on the power of the unload carrying us through this early part here. And Crippling Cloud over the other cards there. I'm interested in that. We have an upgrade coming up here, so can get away with upgrading the Crippling Cloud. If I wasn't able to upgrade Crippling Cloud, I probably wouldn't take it. 4 poison's just not enough. Cultist fight as well. You have to take damage still. Very nice. And I think Dagger Throw is better than Sucker Punch on a 4-3. Take that. And really good potions here. Good event. A good event here as well. Living Wall is always good. Get to upgrade. So I do that instead of transforming. That way I can also upgrade upload, or unload rather. And that is a lot of damage. Normally I would go for transform, but when you already have some really good upgrades to hit with Living Wall, go for the upgrade instead. I've finally gotten that vibe, like I really had that feeling of, oh man, I really need upgrades right now. Before I not only didn't feel that way ever, but I also didn't even know what to upgrade a lot of the time. This game is very hard. So I'm 1 short here, sadly. Can I just play double defend? That's fine. Jawworm's doing some damage to us. 1000 Cuts is here, but definitely interested in more poison as we have a Hexaghost coming up. If it was Slime Boss, I would click 1000 Cuts, and that's the difference. Deadly Poison also helps with Lagavulin, which could be, and it is. Should probably consider using the Strength Pot here, but with the poison we have going on, Laga shouldn't be too bad. And I just open on turn 1, we have Deadly Poison and Unload, our big boys, and if we draw the Crippling Cloud and the Neutralize, then it'll actually be weakened, where it matters, which is good. Going pretty well so far. I think we're not quite getting there on the damage, but that's alright. 2 turns from now is fine. Took like 21-ish, something like that, and found Malaise and a Preserved Insect, reducing the health of all elite enemies by 25%, and a Gremlin Horn. Excellent relic as well, giving us a card to draw and 1 energy whenever we kill an enemy. And we got a unexpected shop here. Was anticipating just an event, but there is another shop coming up, which makes me hesitant to spend gold here, but Anchor Catalyst, boy is that good. So I do in fact just do that instead, and we can even upgrade Catalyst immediately. Or Deadly Poison, if I'm more interested in the initial poison applier being stronger. You need to have the base poison to scale, of course, to make that good. Nothing super amazing at that shop, so fine skipping. Although it is a shame to waste a whole floor like that, of course. So Gremlin Horn helping out here. And Anchor full blocking the turn 1 from the Sentry. Very nice. So the Crippling Cloud Poison, unfortunately, will get blocked by their artifact charge, but at least we can weaken them. Survivor then full blocks. And hope to kill the left one here before we take more damage. Actually got there. Hope to draw a block next turn. We drew Acro, it's actually pretty nice. Found the blocks anyway, wow. This is going incredibly well. This is 0 damage, I think. Yep, 0 damage Sentry's Fight, that's really good. And we find a Juzu bracelet, giving us the... We no longer will find hallway fights at question marks. Could be good, could be bad. Depends on the event it gives you and other relics that you have. So already blocking enough to block 2 of them, and then I can unload on one to kill it. Make sure to play my skills before playing unload, so I can actually play them. And strike on the left one, and then neutralize the right one kills. This works too. Oops. And probably take a Blade Dance. It's just a fine card, good against birds in the next act. And other fights, of course. Can't just say, oh, I'm going poison. Then you just outright lose to any enemy with artifact and other enemies that require fast damage. Blaze seems good here. And save Catalyst for later. We'll see Poison for more. Taking the Malaise and the Deadly Poison for Hexaghost was very, very good. We had a nice act for the Hexaghost here. The way it all lined up was ideal for fighting this boss. If we took exactly these cards and we were fighting Slime Boss, we probably would just die. But then we wouldn't have taken exactly these cards, of course. That 1000 Cuts would be here instead of... whatever that was. Deadly Poison. That was it, right? And Burst is here. Got a Crippling Cloud and Catalyst. That's really good. And could be Snecko, could be any of these 3 really. But the problem with Kite is that we don't have any 0 cost ways to discard, so it's only free energy if you were planning on playing those cards in the first place, but we would love to have like a Crippling Cloud, Deadly Poison, Catalyst turn or something like this. And that it doesn't work if you playing a discard card. We may not find those good discard cards in time for that to be good. And we do have Preserved Insect, so we're now really interested in going to elites, as we have 2 relics that benefit from being in an elite fight very substantially. So it looks like I'm going down this suicidal looking path on the left side, feeling confident enough to do so, considering the relics we have. And also, like, Malaise is excellent against Book of Stabbing. Crippling Cloud excellent against Slavers. And our potions look pretty good as well. Feeling pretty good. Chosen hurts a bit. That's okay though. Choke Plus is here. Unfortunately, it's not very good. Oh, so choose your bracelet cooking. Got a library from this. That's actually good. Take well-laid plans. That's good for. Go to a shop. Sadly, Birdface aren't getting passed here. Gonna buy a card we want to strike. That's really good. Thank you, bracelet just went off again. And again. So all 3 of those were supposed to be fights. That's crazy. But the third time was actually bad. We did not want to see that event that required Golden Idol to be good, as we don't have the Golden Idol. So, would have preferred that one not be an event. But could have been good. I decide that's enough poison. Tough to play Acro there. But we had the huge malaise already. Burst malaise times 3 equals 6, and then Weaken brings it all the way down to 0 attack as well. So we are actually more scared of Big Hit here. But made it through relatively unscathed there. Strawberry is actually okay here, since we just took a bunch of damage. And take another Crippling Cloud, that's really, really good. It's even upgraded already for us, that's huge. And I kind of have to rest here, now that we take that damage from that event, unfortunately. Just go this way now. Hope to find Crippling Cloud, whiffed. So now I want to kill the right slaver here. And I can actually still kill it with both potions. I wouldn't have felt the need to do this if I drew Crippling Cloud probably, but that's okay. There it is. This could go Crippling Cloud, Burst, Unload, or a Survivor, I mean. But I'm only taking 6 and I wanted to try to get out next turn. Unclear what was right. Clearly didn't need this much poison necessarily, so could have blocked more last reply. We find Paper Crane, that's very exciting. Instead of 25% less damage, enemies will now take 40% less damage when weakened, or deal that much damage, less rather. And Bottle Tornado is here. We only have 1 power, Well-Laid Plans. I was considering keying it, as it's not necessarily the case that starting with our Well-Laid Plans in our opening hand is that important versus getting a key for it, of course. But that's what I did. I think it's fine. And very unlucky there. I should not have drawn last there. So, huge mistake. Drew last and drew a Crippling Cloud with it. Would have loved to play that Crippling Cloud, especially considering that we have the Paper Crane now. But actually getting it a little bit bailed out here by drawing a Nooch. So, not getting hit too hard by Grum Leader. And it's actually buffing here instead of resummoning, which is very lucky, because now it will resummon. And it's just about dead anyway. Got there. Not too bad. No super elite down. Get an Art of War and another Catalyst, that's excellent. Art of War will give us an extra energy on the next turn if we don't play any attacks on the previous turn. And we also get Toy Ornithopter healing us for 5 whenever we use a potion. And we'd offer Bites. We only removed 1 strike so far, so it's not too bad to take the Bites. Also, the max health detriment is obviously very important, but I actually am not really blocking yet with this deck. We pretty much just have Paper Crane. And so I'm considering that it might be a bit too sus to try to live forever with this block plan that we have. So instead take the Bites. That way when we do take some damage, we can try to heal it back up. Although we did just pick up a Toy Ornithopter, perhaps making it unnecessary to take Bites. They are essentially strikes that happen to give you a bit of healing. So when you're drawing them and you actually want to win the fight, that's where they are not as good as they may seem, of course. Playing as many as we can here. I think in this fight I also did not draw the Crippling Clouds in a timely manner. Very unfortunate. And now that we've removed our strikes from our deck, we get Strike Dummy, increasing all of the strike damage in our deck by 3. So unfortunately that is now worthless. but it happens. Upgrade our other catalyst. And we're going into Automaton, which notoriously is not a great matchup for poison, especially without a fumes in your deck. But we happen to have so much ability to get through these artifacts that we don't care. Can nooch the Automaton and then double a Crippling Cloud up to 14 already. And also make sure all the minions are weakened forever as well. They'll only hit us for 5 now, I believe. 4 even. Take 4. And the right one has our catalyst, so would like that back. Our other catalyst, rather. But I want to kill the right one, or the left one as well, since it's hitting us. And get out like this. Take 4. And hope to draw a burst. Found the burst. And so I double burst, but then I realize I actually don't want to kill yet, because I could heal for a little bit more. It's always going to die next turn anyway. So just pass, bite my way a little bit more, back to like 2 more total health probably. Seems good. And Alchemize was here. Could have considered that more. If I had not taken bites, definitely could have considered the Alchemize a bit more as a Toy Ornithopter. But we already have bites for sustain now, and whatever potions we get should be enough. So take a Wraith Form, that's just a great card. And I was trying to find out where my beta art is. I have won several runs per character already since my new file. But every time I win a run, it says beta art unlocked, and then it doesn't actually unlock it. Not sure what that's about. I have to figure out what's going on there. I don't care enough about beta art to like really dive into it yet. I'm just letting it happen. But if you notice that at the end of each of my runs for the foreseeable future, it says something like beta art unlocked, that's why. Something weird with the new save file. And 3 elite path down the left side there. Seems fine. There's also a shop. Definitely still want elites. We still have collar and preserved insect. Should be very free. The well-laid plans being in our opening hand is definitely working out for us now. We'd love to keep our Wraith Form around till we need it. No matter what. Drawing the Wraith Form before the well-laid plans and then not being able to play it or not wanting to play it is a huge bummer. And here we get to chill. Take the 4. And so we're hoping that we can line it up so that we get out 2 turns from now. We haven't upgraded this Wraith Form yet, of course, so really need to do that. It's going to be important. And sadly, not getting hit here again. Would have liked to, of course. Trying to line it up so that they all die on the same turn-ish. First Crippling Cloud seems good. And then Catalyst on the right one heals for more than Defend blocks for. Since it dies, and the next turn the other one will die. So this was okay. Took some damage, but didn't die to Darklings. Darklings are actually very spooky. And Piercing Wails here. Gonna take that. Actual block that isn't Wraith Form. Very nice. Oh, block. Ouch. It's still only 3 energy, no real way to make energy. I am actually very heavily, trying to use the Art of War here whenever I can. But we have bites, which makes it complicated. Take another Acro Plus. Really wants some energy gain at some point. Gonna have to lose 3 more max health here, it looks like. That's a bit of a shame. And membership cards here. Seems good. It's also Potion Belt, but it's not that good here. I don't think. Remove another bite. Removing bites may look weird. We also took an empty cage to remove a bite and a defend, which I didn't really talk about. But yeah, of course, bites. As long as you have some and you can play enough of them that you would actually like to in a fight, it's fine. But you don't want to be drawing 4 bites in a turn because that's really bad. You're going to take more damage than you're healing from the bites if you can't also do something good with your deck. So keep a few bites around and then that's great. It's why if the bites event said remove all strikes from your deck and replace them with bites instead of just get 5 bites, that would be a huge buff to the event. The fact that you're always getting 5 is bad. Gotta take some damage here. Ouch. So yeah, we are still not blocking, and we only have this Wraith form pretty much, and now a Piercing Will, I guess, to deal. I think I malaise, and then I realized, like, wait, it doesn't do anything. It was already so weakened from our paper crane that malaise barely did anything. It's not good. I need to apply more poison. Ouch. Wow, that's a terrible hand. What the heck just happened, guys? Crippling Cloud bottom card. I knew the Crippling Cloud Catalyst would kill it, but that was tough. And I use a potion just to heal. I might find another one. It's fine. Hoping to find another one. I do in fact find another one. Good thing I remembered. More trash. Acro is not doing a lot here. We can't make energy. So we're very happy to be in elite fights right now. The energy issue is real. Not even interested in Wraith form. That's fascinating. I knew I would kill it with Catalyst before it could actually do damage to me, it seems. It just looks very spooky, right? Two. Deadly. First Catalyst. Need to find the other one still. This isn't sus at all. Oh. I could play Speed Pot. Yep. Good use of it. And it's dead anyway. Also drew the Catalyst now. Amazing. So just drawing bites again, of course. It's already dead. Whiffed on double bite there. It's actually very sad. So this is a run where I'm not getting particularly lucky, but we're winning, so I'm happy about this. Prepared is here. Not great rewards. Again, I'm considering an outmaneuver because it's so disgusting that I need energy. How much I need energy is gross here, but it's unupgraded outmaneuver. God, that sucks. I take prepared instead. And upgrade Wraith form. Finally. It's gonna be huge. This anchor, by the way, what a great purchase. Buyer's remorse never happening with anchor. Turn 1 is just that turn you have the least control, you know? Malaise would get it down to like 2 times 3, I think. I do it this way. 1 times 3 instead. Pretty good. This unload is pretty awkward because I really want to keep these cards in my hand. Piercing Will doesn't do a whole lot here, I guess, but I mean, it actually is better against the big hit here, probably. It's definitely hoping for Catalyst. There it is. Hold the catalyst because it doesn't matter and I get to bite more if I don't, I guess. Only 2 in there. I just play catalyst now, get out next turn. If I draw the bites, great. Through a bite. Last card bite. Got there. And we get a stone calendar. Also got a smiling mask. Forgot about that. So, Corpse Explosion is actually pretty good here. Will help us kill Donu and Deca, apply some more poison, and get through artifact charges as well. Had to key that. So Smiling Mask, of course, reducing the cost of card removes at shops to 50 gold permanently. And Stone Calendar does 52 damage to all enemies at the end of turn 7. Not particularly useful here, unfortunately. And there's Wraith Form, but there's also Burst, Piercing Wail, and Crippling Cloud. So I can Cutting Pot to finish off the dudes. And I can Piercing Wail. It won't full block, unfortunately, but it will be a lot. Enough to live. Don't need to do that. It's gonna die next turn. Yep. I wanted to, apply the poison instead of playing Wraith Form. In hindsight, though, I think I could have just gone for the Wraith Form. Don't really see a reason why not. Would have been a turn slower, but when you have 3 turns of intangible, that's usually fine. I think I thought that I would not be taking as much as I actually was once I've done everything. Only 1 bite in there. Get me out of here. It's always dead next turn anyway. Could have just played Catalyst to get out. If I draw the 1 bite, huge. We get Ice Cream. That's pretty good. Whenever we don't spend energy on our turn, we will retain it. And we got Sensory Stone as well. Do I take the 10 even at this low of health? I sure do. And Apotheosis is here. Is it even good? It is. Second Apotheosis is here. Also Sadistic Nature is here. But it turns out we're not applying that many instances of debuffs. We're just kind of like Crippling Cloud, Deadly Poison, Catalyst, Catalyst, win. So no need for that here. It's just a bad draw in our deck. Unfortunately. I do love me Sadistic Nature, though. I have a few of those runs. Definitely check those out. But not the time nor the place here. And upgrading the bites is pretty good with Apotheosis. I decided to just rest for 15 instead of upgrade Apotheosis there. I don't think it's necessary to upgrade Apotheosis because we have 4 energy in these boss fights and Ice Cream. And I'd rather just not die, to be honest. Can't gain block. I played Panic Button. Actually keeping energy. So now we can make energy with Art of War and Ice Cream, which is pretty neat. Art of War is actually our energy relic here. Could have considered playing Wraith Form and then trying to heal with bites more, of course. Definitely not being as cringe as I could be, and that's certainly not a good thing. And wow, got a shop with membership card here as our last event of the act, and Mirror is here. And we still can't really block is the problem with this. So Mirror on Wraith Form seems really good. I was sitting here for quite a bit considering like what to actually click. It wasn't so simple. Fumes is here, which is really good. Snecko Skull is here, and there's also a Fumes, so that's some good poison. But we don't need the one more per time we apply poison with this deck. We're already applying so much poison. So no need for that. And I can also buy Fairy in a Bottle, and that's pretty much GG. I can't buy Noxious Fumes anymore, which might look insane, but in my mind, because we have such low max health, like the main way that I tend to die myself is turn 2 of the Heart, getting hit for 67 damage. And when you don't have the max health to tank it, then that's just how you can lose with it being pretty much entirely out of your control. So I have just going for the Fairy. In my mind, that's how I lose, and I'd like to prevent this. Just play Malaise. I already have Welly plans to play. And Time Eater, of course, excellent for us here. We have Catalyst game plan, so no need to be scared of the snail here. Take 6. That's okay. No need to panic button over 6 damage. The burst is coming, and burst will be enough, it looks like. There it is. It is just dead. And even Stone Calendar going off. Dunked on. Should draw for bites though. Got one. Huge. And Donu and Deca is here. We took Corpse Explosion for this. Very nice. Can't block here though, so I'm probably gonna play Wraith Form on turn 1. And yeah, just gotta get out quickly here. We have 2 Wraith Forms, so of course that's fine. Very happy, of course, to find the second one. And I can just pass with all of these cards. I have Ice Cream. Delicious. Double play the Crippling Cloud, break the artifacts. Double play Corpse Explosion. And would like to draw back into this burst. Probably should have kept Acro there instead of Malaise. Got lucky and drew the other Acro though. Considering not blocking with Wraith Form. But then I realized it's weakened, which is the reason that it was doing such little damage already, and that didn't actually do that much. And I just played anyway. Mistake, of course. Shouldn't have taken 2. I just rip it. We have 2 more turns, so it is going to work out here for us. Panic button also works. Oh, that works too. And again, could have just passed, try to bite a little bit more, but it's getting very marginal at that point because we're healing at the end of the act. I think Apotheosis is still unupgraded here, so gonna click on that. Helix is here, sadly can't afford that. There is a backflip as well, but I think I'm good. Not interested in any of those stinkers. There's Corpse Explosion, that's pretty important. Crippling Cloud's also really important. Oof. Yeah, I can't keep the explosion here, huh? That's fine. And I'm not playing Neutralize because of Art of War, by the way. I could go... this is tough. I have Energy Pot. Energy Pot seems to be getting involved here in my mind. Poison Stab, Piercing Wail, Energy Pot, Crippling Cloud. Didn't even play Crippling Cloud. That makes sense, actually. Fair enough. Double the Crippling Cloud. Now I just gotta find the other Wraith form. Good to draw. And making sure they both die in a timely manner, because we didn't play Corpse Explosion. Can't kill it, sadly. Take the 4, that's fine. Squeeze in one more bite and get out. Pretty good fight. Nunchaku is here. Every 10th attack we play gives us 1 energy. Not very good here. And pretty good turn 1, we get to Malaise. Making sure the heart is weakened, and also we'll do 0 damage with the first multi-hit. That's very good. And you can even panic button. That's fine as well. Panic button, Crippling Cloud. Seems I'm interested in just ripping that. I play Wraith form instead, it seems. Which is fine. I'm very confident in my ability to get out of this fight within 6 turns because of double Catalyst. Catalyst real good. Start doing some big damage already. Really want to find this other Catalyst, of course. There's second Wraith form. That's great. Considering not playing Neutralize. Did I already play an attack this turn? Who remembers? I need to break through this artifact charge so I can actually play all of these cards. Wraith form into first, then Deadly first to get rid of the artifacts, then Catalyst. Now it's dead in 3 turns. We've done it. Must await the clock here. And we did buy a fairy as well, just in case. But didn't even need it. Stone counter doing no damage there because the poison happens on the heart's turn. And even say to Piercing Wail just in case. So we've done it. Under 40 minutes there, a pretty speedy silent run. Managed to finagle our way around having no block by finding that mirror for the Wraith form, of course. And we even took a panic button from the Sensory Stone just to make sure we could block in those very scary situations. So yeah, a pretty interesting deck, just solid poison stuff that was honestly pretty mediocre for the most of the run, but Wraith form carried us pretty hard. And then membership card into mirror was absolutely huge. And Paper Crane, huge shout out for keeping us alive for a lot of the run. And Juicy Bracelet, 4 combats avoided. Most of those were good, except for the one that was the Bloody Idol events that we didn't have the Golden Idol for. So yeah, that was definitely an unusually good Juicy Bracelet as well. If you're still here, how have you not subbed? How have you not liked the video? Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, have a beautiful day.